Ford Motor Company. A brief history. Ford Motor Company was incorporated on June 16, 1903 by Henry Ford and a few other investors. Ford always wanted to improve the lives of people by building machines to take some of the workload off of the common man. Ford went through many prototypes before finally, in 1908, finding the perfect car, the Model T. It was named the Model T because Henry built a car for each letter of the alphabet before finally finding one that worked, the T. He even built a state-of-the-art factory called the Rouge plant to manufacture the now infamous car. After millions of Model T sold and competition from other automakers, Ford quit making the Model T in 1928. The Model A was the next Ford automobile produced, one of my favorite classic cars. Let me also add a few facts many people don't know about Ford. During the 1920s and 30s, Ford produced the first tri-motor airplane. Ford also mass-produced tractors for many years. I use a Ford tractor every summer to bale hay with. In fact, Ford is the only brand of tractor my family uses on our farm and ranch. Ford also made tanks to help out with the war effort. These next few clips are of widely known Ford vehicles from years past. These next couple are two big hits, both from 1949. The first is a 49 Ford car, and the next vehicle is the start of the best-selling line of vehicles in the world, the Ford F-Series. Next, we have the birth of a legend and the best-selling sports car of all time, the Ford Mustang. Next is a Ford F-100. And then we have a few clips of Ford tractor-trailer rigs, a segment of the business in which Ford got out of in the late 1980s. The next car, the Ford Taurus, was very popular in the early to late 1990s, but Ford just recently announced it will cease production on the Taurus due to poor sales. The Ford Explorer is considered to be the birth of the SUV and holds the title of the best-selling SUV of all time. These next few trucks are my all-time favorite Ford vehicles, Ford trucks. I started working and saving money when I was 11 years old so I could buy a new Ford truck when I was old enough to drive, and that's what I've driven ever since. In fact, I did some research, and my family has driven Ford vehicles since the Model T was produced many years ago. I will end this podcast with clips of a few Ford CEOs from years past. Here we have Henry Ford, and next will be Henry Ford II, and then Bill Ford, and Ford's current CEO, Alan Mulally. And let me also add, Ford has not taken a dime of bailout money. Have you driven a Ford lately? Thank you.